Black artists and filmmakers of the 20th and 21st centuries, such as Elizabeth Catlett, Tracy Heather Strain, and Raoul Peck, present and represent historical figures, giving contemporary significance to their messages. In Elizabeth Catlett's 1969 linoleum cut, Malcolm X Speaks for Us, Catlett presents a retrospective image of Malcolm X 4 years after his death. The print depicts the face of Malcolm X in black ink, framed by the plethora of multicolored reproduced heads of women in blue, green, and brown ink. Malcolm X's depiction in black creates contrast with the other faces, characterizing him as the central figure in the scene. The focus on Malcolm X honors and evokes a reverence for his contributions to black liberation. Yet, the addition of women's faces surrounding him represent the history of Malcolm X and black liberation, bringing black women to the forefront of the narrative. The faces of the women gaze towards Malcolm X, who gazes back, illuminating the inextricable link between black women and black liberation. Tracy Heather Strain's 2017 documentary, Sighted Eyes, Feeling Heart, refamiliarizes the public with the works and life of Lorraine Hansberry and represents her as a radical creator. Strain's juxtaposition of archival interview footage of Hansberry and voiceovers of Hansberry's own journal entries illustrate the conflict between Hansberry's public-facing persona and reception in the mainstream, and her radical thought and motivation behind her work. This representation of Hansberry asserts her radical work, despite Hollywood's attempt to water down A Raisin in the Sun, as a black, queer, and communist woman facing interlocking systems of domination. Exterminate All the Brutes disrupts and unsettles the legacy of honored figures of Western hegemonic history, such as Christopher Columbus, Bartolomé de las Casas, and George Washington. Peck's subversive retelling of history through reenactment scenes urges viewers to question how the dominant story can be challenged. Upon introducing the Columbus narrative in a historical reenactment scene, Peck uses jump cuts and upbeat jazz music to depict the slaughter of Columbus's men by indigenous inhabitants of Haiti. Peck's editing of the sequence, as well as the episode's title itself, satirizes and strips Columbus of his power. To further counter the narrative of Columbus's power, Peck emphasizes the revolution and liberation of Haiti and the leadership of Toussaint Louverture. Peck's juxtaposition of the two figures who occupied the same land, one whose story is ingrained within American history, and one whose story has been purposefully silenced, allows viewers to confront and reconfigure their own understandings of history.